dear student. In the previous class, I have taught you about the different type of government expenditure. That is revenue and capital expenditure, developmental and non-developmental expenditure, and planned and non-planned expenditure. Today, I'm going you I'm going to teach you about different types of government budget. Generally, on the basis of formation of government budget, we can classify the whole of the world's government budget into three types. Number first, balanced budget or equilibrium budget. Number second, surplus budget or favorable budget. Number third, deficit or unfavorable budget. Now, in this in this class, we are we are going to learn about how the government prepare different type of budget, how the government determines which type of budget is more beneficial, and what are the impact and implications of uh, forming these type of budgets. Now, first of all, comes to the first point, that is equilibrium or equilibrium or uh, equilibrium budget or balanced budget. Now, how can you define it? The balanced or equilibrium budget is a such form of government budget where the government expenditure and the government receipts are found found equal. For example, for an for a fiscal year, if the government estimated income is 500 crore and the same 500 crore is government expenditure, then it is called balanced or equilibrium budget. In simple word, in this type of budget, the all of the income received by the government in the different form is totally expended on the public without saving and without borrowing from the another organization. So now what are the implication? Implication means what are the impact, what is the message if a government forms the balanced budget. Number first, if a government prepares a balanced budget, if it gives us message that there is a no scope for economic growth and development, or it shows stagnant economy, there is a no scope, or there is a the first message is given by the balance budget. Balance budget, again second, shows that the resources of the economy have been fully utilized. It gives a second message. third Third message, it gives that the government is not concerned about the public welfare. Government is just collecting the money as a tax and planning it for expending a different project for human welfare. No more efforts is having taken. Though no government of this world prepare such type of budget, or balanced budget is not prepared by any form of budget. Now, second form of budget, that is surplus budget. In surplus budget, the government income is greater than government expenditure. It simply implies that the income received by tax and non-tax is greater than the government expend its income on different project and planned non-planned expenditure. It also gives a message that the income collected by tax and non-tax, the government is not utilizing it. tax collected by public is not utilized for public welfare. It is called undemocratic budget because the tax deposited by public is accumulated by the government. The main purpose of tax collection should be increase in public welfare, but in this type of budget, the government accumulate the tax collection and less expenditure shows that government is collect the money and accumulate with itself, not for utilizing the public projects but keeping it itself. So most of the democratic government do not prepare this type of budget. It is called unpopular, undemocratic budget. Now for example, if government income is 1000 crore and the government is expending 500 crore, it means that it shows that the 500 crore surplus is government accumulating with itself, and it is uh, improper utilization of the fund again, and it is the idle fund which can be utilized for public welfare. Now third form of budget is the deficit budget. In deficit budget government expenditure are greater than government receipt. In simple way, the source of income of the government are less, but the government expend more than the government income. Now, if now question arises here, if government income is less, now how the government is going to expend more than that? There are two ways. Either the government can expand by borrowing, or second way is the selling its assets. So this is called welfare budget because it increases public welfare. The government, what the government collect from tax and non-tax is giving more as a government expenditure to the society. So it is called democratic budget, welfare budget, and most of the democratic country of the world prepares this type of budget. Now in this type of budget, there is a chance of debt trap of the government, या इस प्रकार की बजट में सरकार कर्ज में डूब सकती है. जैसे आपने जस्ट टेक अ एग्जांपल ऑफ एक्सेसिव टेकिंग बोरोइंग और एक्सेसिव डिसइन्वेस्टमेंट. अगर हम प्रॉपर्टी को बेचते हैं प्राइवेट सेक्टर को, इट इज़ कॉल्ड डिसइन्वेस्टमेंट. सिमिलरली इफ वी बोरो the money from internal and external organization, it's called borrowing and other liability. Now the deficit, let us understand with the help of an example. Suppose the government income of an official year supposed to be 10,000 crore, and now government is expending 20,000 crore. There is a deficit of 10,000 crore. या सरकार की इनकम के सोर्स 10,000 करोड़ थे और सरकार ने खर्च किया 20,000 करोड़. ना वहाँ डेफिसिट हुआ 10,000 करोड़ का. अब 10,000 करोड़ कैसे मैनेज करेगी गवर्नमेंट? देयर आर टू वे. आइदर बोरो 10,000 crore from the internal or international organization. Second, disinvestment. These two ways are the sources. If per year the government prepares a deficit budget and borrow from the international organization, now the government is unable to repayment of the loan and the interest thereon, as like a government of Pakistan, and Pakistan is trapping. Now Pakistan have borrowed much from the international organization Now repayment of loan and interest payment is very difficult. Now the amount of loan increases, so there is a chances of debt trap. Now the question arises here, so if it brings a debt trap, why the most government of the world prepare this type of budget? The debt and the disinvestment or deficit should be in control. Now for example, the economist assumes that the fiscal deficit should not be more than 5% of GDP. या अर्थशास्त्री लोग ये मानते हैं जो हमें बोरो करना है, जो हमें कर्जा लेना है, वो हमारी जीडीपी का 5% से ज़्यादा नहीं होना चाहिए. अगर 5% से ज़्यादा होता है, if it is more than 5%, then it have the reverse outcomes. रिवर्स आउटकम, इसके उल्टे या प्रतिकूल प्रभाव देखने को मिलेंगे अगर हम 5% से ज़्यादा जीडीपी का बोरो करते हैं. कैसे? If we borrow too much money from the international and internal organization, first of all government income resources are going to decrease. अगर हम ज़्यादा लोन लेते हैं, इसका सिंपल मतलब ये है कि भविष्य में सरकार के इनकम के सोर्स कम होने. कैसे कम होने? क्योंकि सरकार के जो सोर्स ऑफ इनकम है उसका एक पोर्शन लोन को वापस करने में और उसका ब्याज देने में जाएगा. एक तो सरकार के सोर्स ऑफ इनकम कम हो गए. दूसरा, सोर्स ऑफ इनकम कम होते ही फिर सरकार अगर डिसइन्वेस्टमेंट करके अगर उसे बुलाती है अगेन फर्दर, फॉर एग्जांपल अगर किसी लोन चुकाने के लिए इंडियन गवर्नमेंट इंडियन रेलवे को भेजती है तो सरकार के सोर्स ऑफ, इसे हम डिसइन्वेस्टमेंट कहलाएंगे. डिसइन्वेस्टमेंट करते ही फिर सरकार के इनकम के सोर्स और कम हो जाएंगे, क्योंकि जो रेलवे कमा के देती थी अब गवर्नमेंट के हाथ में रेलवे नहीं है, तो सरकार के फर्दर इनकम के सोर्स कम हो जाएंगे. और प्लस अगर हमने खर्चा ज़्यादा, सरकार ने खर्चा ज़्यादा किया, इसका मतलब लोगों के पास पैसे ज़्यादा गए, इससे इन्फ्लेशन रेट बढ़ जाएगा. या मतलब हर एक चीज़ जो 10 रुपये की चीज़ है हो सकता है उसका रेट 15 हो जाएगा. क्यों हो जाएगा? क्योंकि जितना सरकार ने कलेक्ट किया था हमसे उससे ज़्यादा पैसा सरकार ने खर्च किया, वो पैसा हमारे पास अल्टीमेटली आएगा. इससे मनी सर्कुलेशन या मनी सप्लाई बढ़ेगा. मनी सप्लाई बढ़ते ही एग्रीगेट डिमांड बढ़ जाएगा. एग्रीगेट डिमांड बढ़ते ही जबकि एग्रीगेट सप्लाई उतनी है तो लोगों का चीज़ों का प्राइस बढ़ने लग जाएगा. सो इसके भी कुछ ड्रॉबैक्स हैं. नो form of budget is perfect. Each and every form of budget, that is balanced budget or surplus budget or deficit budget, they have their own advantage and disadvantages. But most of the developed country prefer surplus type of budget, which is undemocratic and unwelfare. But most of the democratic and the developing country prefers deficit type of budget. Now in next class I am going to teach you about the what are the budgetary deficit and what are its implication, what are primary deficit, fiscal deficit, revenue deficit, and this type of budgetary deficit I'm going to explain in the next class. Thank you and have a nice day.